Hey guys, welcome back for our review of episode 7, Ninjago City vs. Ninja. The ninja are sentenced to 5 years in jail by a judge after Dareth screws up their illegal defense, so they arrive in jail, obviously pretty annoyed, and see some other criminals there who they recognize, such as, for example, Ronan. Lloyd gets a visitor who he thinks is Wu, but it's actually the servant of the Crystal King, who warns him that the worst is yet to come. And that servant approaches King Vangelis and recruits him to join the Council of the Crystal King. Let's actually start at the end here. I feel like, again, this ending scene is great. I love that we get to see each villain individually being approached by the Crystal King's servant. I think it's just really a great way to reintroduce and bring back these villains. And here it's very cool to see King Vangelis put on the mask and become the Skull Sorcerer again. Another highlight here is seeing Lloyd come face to face with the Kabuki mask person. So far, everything with this character in this season has been creepy or unsettling, and I like that. I think it's a very interesting atmosphere that this character creates. I also think the voice acting of the Kabuki person is perfect. It's just so, again, creepy sounding, for lack of a better word, and it fits the tone that this character creates wonderfully. This episode also shows a bit of Nia after her revival, I guess, and it is established that she does feel guilty for what happened to the ninja. She feels that they're in jail because of what they did to revive her. And I think it's interesting to see her address this guilt and this feeling of responsibility. I also like that Wu mentions that Nia has never really been powerless. I feel like this is a well-written moment, and it nicely summarizes Nia's overall story of the show. And also, this episode does focus a bit on the ninja's trial. I like that we get to see that because in season 6 we didn't. It just adds a bit more complexity to Ninjago City's system, I guess. And I also like that the trial clearly emphasizes that the ninja are in the wrong and that what they did was reckless at the end of the day. And then we also do briefly see Ronan in this episode. Always nice to see these past characters back, and there's a lot of that in Crystalized. Lloyd tells Ronan that he's never done anything for anyone other than himself, and I feel like this conversation will definitely be important later on in the season. I really do think that Ronan will come back to play a bigger role in the season's second half, and could even have some sort of a redemption arc. This is a really big deal, but Dareth's design has definitely been worsened a bit. For some reason, they removed the distinct shape of his mouth, and they also got rid of the lines underneath his eyes. And Dareth's face just looks like the face of any other random background character at this point. So yeah, I'm a bit confused as to why this was done. But yeah, regarding final thoughts on this episode, I feel like the plot was pretty strong. I like that they don't focus too much on the trial because it allowed them to explore other interesting stuff, such as Lloyd's interaction with Ronan and the Kabuki figure. That's a really interesting part of this episode, I think, in terms of characters. We see a lot of Lloyd. We see the Kabuki person who is very mysterious and very unsettling. I also enjoyed the brief action scene where Lloyd tries to pursue the Kabuki person. It was a short but sweet action scene in this episode. And lastly, for motion, it was interesting to see Nia blame herself and feel powerless. And again, I thought it was really powerful when Wu said that Nia has never been without power. So yeah, overall a good episode. My final rating is an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was a pretty strong introduction to this ninja in prison arc, which we'll see unfold in the following episodes. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone and everyone you know. Share your thoughts on episode 7, Ninjago City vs. Ninja below, and I'll see you guys next time.